Have you ever wondered what you need to take backpacking, or maybe wondered how you should pack your backpack? If so, this video is for you. Alrighty, so we'll go, I suppose, from more important to less important, or we'll just go bigger to smaller, or whatever order we end up doing this in. So, first off, tent, backpacking tent. Now, this is just a one-person um, one-person backpacking tent. It's not 1.5. It's really quite cramped. Um, Looking to get something at least a little bit bigger. It's also fairly heavy. I don't know the weight right off, but I will put that in the video as well. This is a Lynx backpacking tent, Alps mountaineering. One person, not bad, gets the job done. Next up is sleeping bag. Now this is, it should say somewhere, it says it in real small letters. It's a Tetons sleeping bag. It is a +5 sleeping bag. So that means this sleeping bag is rated for 5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is great for winter camping, which I've done plenty of. It's good, really. You can use it all year round, but in the winter, zip it up. In the summer, you leave it open. You can even just use it as like a blanket in the summer. Now this one, I love this sleeping bag. It's not down, so it's not like down feathers and stuff that are going to be flopping out. Given down sleeping bags tend to be warmer. This one has been warm enough for me, at least when my sleeping pads have been working. So I'll put the weight to this in the video, but again, need a sleeping bag. And again, this is for traditional tent camping, not for hammock camping. I don't do hammock camping. So if you're a hammock camper, sorry, only some of this stuff will apply to you. Now this is the new sleeping pad that I've got. This is the Gear Doctors Apollo Air. It's listed as an ultralight, which technically I think it has to be 14 ounces or under to be ultralight. And this comes in, I think, total of like 17 ounces. Again, I'll put the specs for that on there. But this has an R value of 5.7. But it was, I believe, single spot tested, not the like the official 4-point test. But the last time I went camping, I used this sleeping pad, and it was well below freezing, and I was perfectly fine. So it's been good so far. Up next, now this is a very underrated piece of gear. Outdoor Vitals. They've got these down booties here. They're partially down. It's like 20% down, and now there's like synthetic material. And you wear these like inside your tent, slip them on, and they help insulate your feet. That way your toesies don't get cold, because nobody wants cold toesies. I know I don't want cold toesies. My toes get cold inside when it's like 60 degrees. I don't want 70 degrees. Anyway, yeah, very underrated piece of gear. Super duper light. I don't know if it says the weight on here. No, it doesn't, but I'll put it on there as well. And these aren't too expensive either. So, birthday coming up, get this. Alrighty, so that's like kind of the big stuff. Next, let's get into cooking. This is what I've been bringing with me on all of my recent campouts. This is a fire maple. So it extends out like that. It's got the carrying case for it. You just push this in, and that locks it in place there. But inside, you take it all out. It's got lots of stuff here, but it's just like an empty pot. And so this is what you screw in your fuel, which is another thing I bring. Screws in there. And it comes with a stand, so you can attach your fuel to the stand as well somehow. I don't normally do this, but yeah, there we go. On the stand, gives extra balance, and you screw that thing on, and it boils water very quickly, which is a huge plus. I don't know, again, right off the specs as far as like weight for any of this stuff. I'll put it all attached as much as I can find in the video. Now, if you're doing like extremely cold kind of camping, then these like butane into your butane.
We don't know what the hell is going on right now.
Propane mixes aren't always the best idea. You might want like a pump, because sometimes in extreme cold, these just don't work. I haven't had that, and I've camped in technically like sub-zero temps. So take that as you will. Oh, I forgot about this. Such a key piece of information. This is the pillow. You guys have probably seen me use this a bunch. Super easy. It pops out like that. You open this up. You blow it up to your desired level, and it is just so comfy. I mean, it's not like, kind of smells like fire still. It's not like a memory foam pillow out there, but I mean, when you're in the backcountry, your sleeping pad and pillow may as well be memory foam. I've had great nights of sleep, and it has this elastic strap, so you can strap it around your sleeping pad. That way it doesn't move around a bunch while you're sleeping, and you don't have to like try and hunt for your pillow when you wake up really cold at 3 in the morning. Not that I've done that. Alrighty, so that's the pillow. Then this is just another kind of pot and pan thing. You can use those as plates too, if you just don't have any plates. And of course, eating utensils. I bring way too much. Food's important. Got a great little spork thing here. It's got like a bottle opener on the top and a few little hex wrench things. But what I tend to, I use these mostly because they're a little bit longer. These extendable things like a spoon, spork, and then there's a knife and a fork here as well. I really don't remember where I got these at all, but they work very good. Of course, flashlight. This one right here is just Lux Pro LP 630. Any kind of flashlight should work. I always recommend bringing backup batteries as well. Now this is the poop hole digger. Got to take a dookie in the woods. This thing, dig. It's good stuff. So it's not a glamorous piece of gear, but it's very important. Now this is a nice little camp saw. So if you're sawing off some branches or need to take like a bigger log and kind of saw it in half, it may take a little bit longer, but it works, and it can save you a lot when you're trying to build a fire in the backcountry. Then I've got this paracord, an extra paracord here for tying up bags, smelly bags and stuff, to hang them away from predators or little rapscallions like raccoons and possums and skunks, but of course bears as well. And then this, I've got life straw. I have another one that's like blue upstairs, and I have yet to actually need to use this. I normally, as of right now, I just pack in a bunch of water with me. What I hope to have in the future is a some kind of like water filtration system, like the Catadin Be Free. That's what I'm really kind of going for right now. I know some people like the Sawyer Squeeze or something similar of that sort. Of course, wipes for after you do your business out there by the tree. And then now this is like hydration packs. Sometimes I'll bring like electrolyte packs. I only really use those in the summer. Help keep me extra hydrated. So another thing, I always bring these little Ultra Duraflame Fire Start cubes. I've got them in a little baggie. Got 3 of them here. They light, and they are just a lifesaver or lightsaver when you're trying to get a fire going. And of course, for winter camping, hand warmers. I've got a super warmer here and regular hand warmers here. Both of them are by Hot Hands. The super warmer is 18 hours of heat, and it gets hotter. And the hand warmers are just 10 hours of heat, but still good. Still good. So that is what I bring for the most part, aside from food, which changes with every trip, and clothes, which kind of changes with every trip. I tend to bring less and less the more I backpack. But next I will show you kind of how to pack everything. Alrighty, so this is nothing fancy at all. I got this on sale. It's the Pathway 90, probably like Ozark Trail or something like that. But you know, it gets the job done, and I still need to go. I'm looking for another backpack right now. If you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to learn what you guys are into. Okay, so how I pack, I do it maybe a little bit different than other people do. I like to put my kind of like cooking things down here in the bottom. I believe I put my fuel elsewhere, but I like to put my, like the fire maple, that thing I actually cook with, down here in the very bottom thing. And then also, I forgot to mention, I have like this first aid kit. It's got like sting relief, band-aids, gauze, antiseptic wipes, just very, very basic stuff. It's not a trauma kit. So out here in these pockets, I put the poop shovel and the camp saw. Got the life straw and the flashlight. Put the rope back here. Put my eating utensils in here. I don't normally put these back there. Let's see. And I'll put the fire starters as well as the hand warmers and the butt wipes. That all goes just on this very outside pocket. Nice, easy access for stuff. That's fine. So when I'm putting stuff actually into the bulk of the bag, I like to do it in the order, like the opposite order that I'm going to need to kind of get everything out. So the very first thing I put is my sleeping bag, and I shove that all the way to the bottom. And then my sleeping pad goes right on top of that, as well as my pillow, down booties. Those are things that I'm going to need after I get into the tent. Now, I have heard a lot of suggestions about like kind of packing the tent poles and all the other tent stuff separate. I'm very likely going to start doing that, but as of now, I don't. So I'll just do another video in the future if that happens, if I end up switching to that. And then on top of that, I'll put a water sealed bag of like dry clothes, things that I really don't want to get wet. And I also will put food up top there as well. And I also completely forgot to mention I have this like top zipper thing. I still got a bunch of oatmeal. I've got some matches, fire starter, can openers, playing cards, various random things. I've also got somewhere up here is my like my waterproof cover for the backpack. That way, if it's raining, it's on top. I can get it really easily. So then that's everything I kind of put inside the main things. So shut that. And again, with the food and clothes, it's normally a lot more full. And then I put this tent just down here on the bottom. It works well. I've had zero issues with it going down here. And because like my sleeping pad and everything else is inside, it's just the perfect place for it. So I normally keep my camp fuel here on one of these outside pockets. And something I have not gone camping with yet, but I just got is just like this kind of cheapy Ozark Trail lightweight backpacking chair. This is, I think, under 2.5 pounds is what it says. Yeah, it says less than 2.5 pounds. It's nice. I've set it up and it is very comfortable. After sitting in Dad's chair on the last camp out, you can go back and watch that video. I decided that it's worth a couple extra pounds to be comfortable after such a long day of hiking uphill and uphill and uphill. I don't want to just sit on like the dirt or some lumpy log sticking to my butt cheek. It's just not comfortable. So this chair is probably going to end up just like resting on top here. I'll slide it up through these straps. If I find a better way to do it, of course, I will switch what I'm doing. But that just makes the most sense to me for now. And that's how I pack my backpack. If you guys have any suggestions or just want to share what it is you do, I'd love to hear what you guys do in the comments. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you want to see more camping, hiking videos and stuff, I'd love to have you stick around, subscribe, like, comment, help me out with that YouTube algorithm. But most of all, just enjoy the content. I love the outdoors, and I know you guys do too. So come along with me on the next adventure. Bye-bye.